So Mike Macy's whining and crying as we learn about his liberal record. Tough luck, Mikey. See, while President Trump crushed the vote left, Mike Macy allowed transgender surgeries in Oklahoma. That's right. Macy believes that the hospital to hide children undergoing radical gender reassignment treatments, sex changes to transition boys into girls and girls into boys. But that's not all. Trump's MAGA movement would have been crushed by Hillary Clinton if Mike Macy got his way. Macy voted to remove Oklahoma from the Electoral College, going to a national popular vote that would have rigged the system for crooked Hillary Clinton.
Thanks, Mike Macy, for trying so well.
Good morning.
A transgender ally endangering our kids, a Clinton lover and Trump hater.
Mariah on fire.
Radical and just too liberal for a male.
What's up, New Zealand?
Live from First State Bank Studios, good morning. I'm Oran Jackson.
And I'm Micah Frazier.
And it's 7 a.m. We're committing this time to reading some scripture. Today it's Matthew 5, verse 4. It says, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." That was Matthew's verse 5. Losing someone you love can leave an ache that words cannot fully describe. In this verse, Jesus doesn't tell us to ignore our grief or pretend everything is okay. Instead, he acknowledges that mourning is a real part of life and offers a promise: comfort. God is close to those who are hurting. He sees every tear, every memory, and every moment when the loss feels overwhelming. Mourning is not a sign of weak faith. It is evidence of deep love. The pain we feel reflects the value of the person we have lost. While grief may not disappear overnight, God's presence can carry us through each day. He comforts us through prayer, through family and friends, through cherished memories. And though the hope that death is not the end for those who trust in him. Today, if your heart is heavy, remember that God does not ask you to walk through grief alone. He walks beside you, offering peace, strength, and comfort one day at a time. So, Lord, comfort those who are grieving today. Wrap them in your peace, strengthen them in your sorrow, and remind them of your promise to never leave them. This 7 a.m. scripture is brought to you by Trey Collins Construction and Trucking Company. That's 580-236-9295. Good morning, McCurtain County. This is live on 259 Morning Show with Oran Jackson and Micah Frazier. Good morning, Micah.
Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic. Better than I deserve, man. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Brand new week, June 8th. And it's time to wake up and just shock the system. Get up early this morning. Do something new today. You know, it's pretty much the start of summer in Oklahoma. You know, I know Texas and them. You know, I know summer doesn't usually officially start till like later this month, but I mean, for Oklahoma, like summer started. It's summer workouts for the high school kids, so they're up getting it in, man.
Shout out to you, man. Work hard today.
Yeah, like just get it in. I promise you, come whether it's August or when's basketball start? About November.
Yeah.
So about November, I promise you, it'll be worth it. You still got time to make those leaps and bounds with your physical ability, whether it's, running, jumping, skipping, hopping, shooting the basketball, whatever it is, you still got time to make yourself that much better over the competition. And remember, they're working just as hard. So who's going to outwork you?
That's right.
Who you going to let outwork you today? Don't let nobody outwork you, especially these McCurtain County teams. If you're listening, man, there's a lot of talent in this area. So don't let anybody, your opponent, the Potos and the Hugos for Valiant and who's Idabels, hilarious. And we're going to take some comments and see what the other viewers thought. But for me, awesome, loved it. How about you?
It was all right. It was funny. You're right.
It was more of a millennial movie with the
was.
nostalgia. And also you really had to be into the first scary movies. Like when it, I was, let's see, it come out in 2000. So I would have been around 12 years old, somewhere around there.
It was fine until I looked behind me and saw little kids. And I was like,
yeah,
I can't, I don't know.
I had no problem. I knew this was going to be, first of all, this is not a movie for your kids.
That's
Do
the thing.
not
This is my
take your
first
kids
scary
to this
movie to
movie.
watch.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any of the other ones.
Have you not?
Nah, so I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, see, these are the first two are like that.
Okay.
And it's the same. See, the first two were made by the Wayans brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And the third, fourth, and fifth one was made by Paramount and some other director. Okay. So the other three aren't as edgy. They're still funny. The 3 and 4 is funny. 5 was terrible by far. And I think everybody can at least admit that, because 5 was just horrible. But 1 and 2 were like that, where they showed stuff and they, the vulgarness and everything like that. If you're a degenerate, you loved it, and I loved it. So, but chat, let us know what you think. If you watched Scary Movie 6 this weekend, which I seen is breaking the box office, it's supposed to be looking like smashing the box office.
Yeah, I got some news from it right here. So Scary Movie dominates weekend box office with 55 million debut.
55 million debut. I want to say the budget was like 30 million.
Yeah.
So the first movie the Wayans brothers come out with, because it was a legal battle to get the Scary Movie name, it was basically taken from them. It was basically Hollywood like, oh, you got something good, mine now. And they kind of push them out. So it's good to see them back in it. And there's so many different movie references and stuff. And I say it's a millennial movie because a lot of the stuff that we remember in the first movie, and even just what was going on at that time and just different stuff, I got the reference and stuff. But as far as the jokes and stuff, I could hear people certain jokes and stuff. I could hear people oh no, just kind of get this, I guess, offended. And I was like, that's what the whole thing was about. They told you nothing was off limits, and nothing is off limits. But by all means, do not take your kids to this movie.
And if you did and you didn't know, I'm sorry. But if you did know, shame on you.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I told my sister this because she said my son and her daughter were wanting to go watch it last week or something. She said no, they went and watched something else. But I said, well, I seen posted on Facebook. I was like, it was funny, but this is not a movie for your kids. And if you do take your kids, you're gonna either be explaining a lot of things on the way home, where it's gonna be silent and awkward, because there's things in there that kids shouldn't be. I mean, this is
seeing or hearing.
Yeah, seeing or hearing. But it's hilarious as an adult. And if you're just going to be entertained, It's a perfect movie. A lot of people, like I said, some of the jokes, there were different demographics in the theater where we were at, and I could tell like what demographic didn't like that joke, what demographic didn't like that joke, and I was like, it's perfect. It's even across the board, and
it was very offensive though.
Very offensive. They have pushed the limit, but that's how movies used to be. Like they didn't care. It was just meant to be funny, and there's a lot of like I guess race baiting stuff, but the Wayans brothers are African American, so a lot of the jokes that
makes it even more funny.
Yeah, like it was like they come up with these jokes, so that was the whole plot of the movie. We watched the second one before going to watch this one, and it has in the beginning the Exorcist parody, and in the beginning of it they have like white people saying a word that is very offensive, and it was like that was the deal. Is the Wayans brothers put this in the script? This is their script, like, so they're willing to push the comedy and stuff, and like, don't get offended. Like, that's the number one thing. If you think you might get offended with it, don't go watch it, because it's going to push your buttons. But if you're there to be entertained and just laugh at everything, by all means go, because that's what I was there for.
I was watching the movie. I was like, yo, I know some people who would be offended from this.
I heard them. I heard like little comments like, oh, no, that's messed up.
And then I heard some grown men laughing at parts that they shouldn't be laughing at.
It was all like, I pretty much laughed the whole time. Just because I was there to be entertained. Of course, the popcorn and the soda went ham. Like, went back and got extra, or, got my refill and stuff.
I went with my friend and my brother and his fiance, and my brother and the fiance, they left. They left like halfway through.
Yeah, I would say it's more of a millennial. If the nostalgia is there, and it's just that style of comedy as the first two. So if you didn't like the first two, or you really didn't get it, or if this is just your first time watching it, you're probably not going to get it. But if you're there, just be entertained and can laugh at whatever. Perfect movie for you. We got your top 10 country music countdown. But if you watched the movie or any movie this weekend, let us know what you think. Chat, let us know what you think if you went and watched Scary Movie 6. 286-6642 is the number. You can get your request in. We got your top 10 country music countdowns on this day, June 8th, 2006. And we started off with Sarah Evans, Cheating. A fiery song about a woman who suspects her husband is being unfaithful. Evans delivers a powerful performance filled with heartbreak, anger, and determination. Good morning, Cassie Johnson.
What's up, Khadijah?
National Best Friends Day. What's up? Haven't seen it, but I'll tell you I love it because most others will find it sensitive. Yeah. Keo, what's up? How you doing today? Matt V, what up? Why wouldn't you watch the first two? Yeah, I like. Morning, Kaylee. They weren't African American and white chicks. There's actually a white chicks reference in the movie.
Yeah.
Like there's Easter eggs in the movies, as they call them. Happy Monday, Gina. So Khadijah wanted to talk about Boosie Badass excludes transgender women from his pool party coming up, drawing criticism during Pride Month.
Let's go.
So you're going to say what's up to everyone but me? I see you, Micah. I didn't see you comment, Kay. I'm just reading the comments. What's up, Kaysen?
Kaysen, what's up, bro?
Boosie Badass does it again. I mean, that's just preference, right? Like back in the 90s and 2000s, like they had no problem saying like no fat chicks. That was like a joke. Like, they made shirts that said like no fat chicks. You know who does a great, like, people going back on their word? Mark Normand. He's a comedian. I think he's from New York, but he's originally from Louisiana, but he was talking about how, they made Ozempic, they got a shot for it. He said, but he's like, for the last 10 years, I've been having to, what happened to body positive? And, I was supposed to be, Lizzo was the body positive queen. We were supposed to say that she was beautiful, even though she was that big. Now she's on Ozempic. So what happened to body positivity?
That was made for people with disabilities.
Yeah.
Body positive.
Diabetics is what they said. But
bro, you need to buy some longer pen, bro. Buy me some pants, bro. What you mean? I ain't buying me nothing.
That was Sarah Evans, Cheating, and I do remember that song. That's a pretty good song. You know who I've been seeing more and more of? And I gotta ask, I'm not up on Casey Musgraves. I can't remember who wanted to hear Casey Musgraves, where I said Mexican Honey instead of Mexico Honey. But that song kind of sounded like she was a little like edgy, I guess, like being, what would you call it? Being aggressive with her advances, I guess, to say the least. Like she would be how she sounded was like she was aggressive, like she'd come at you. She had no problem talking the talk and walking the walk. Well, I've seen like videos on Facebook and stuff. I was like, hey, that's that Casey Musgraves. And the more and more videos I've seen, I was like, yeah, she's pushing the edgy, like sexual, like not really being overly, but it's like she don't mind playing that role. So y'all let me know. I don't know, but that's just what I gather. I'm not, I remember hearing the name before, but I've never actually just listened to her. So y'all let me know. But
we played Casey Musgraves. It wasn't good.
Mexico Honey, excuse me. One of our chatters one of our faithful chatter, in the chat, wanted to talk about Lil Boosie, is what I call him, because we can't say what he goes by now.
He's still in the news, man.
Still in the news. He's got that case, and all that stuff. I don't know what's going on with that, but he's catching another social media case as he's got a pool party June 20th happening, and he's excluding transgender women from the pool party, drawing criticism during Pride Month. After facing backlash online, the rapper doubled down on his stance in a follow-up video, adding another chapter to a years-long history of anti-LGBTQ comments. Let's see. He shared his policy it says it's now deleted post on X while promoting the event. It said, sorry, no trannies. I'm just summarizing. So TikTok, okay. This is Boosie's words, not mine. Said, sorry, no trannies allowed at the topless pool party. We will be checking Adam's apples and strong facial features and large hands. I tried to be respectful. I said miss after receiving backlash online. Boosie later posted a follow-up video defending his position and reiterating that transgender women would not be welcome at the gathering and would be checked like a clear bag policy. So good for Boosie. I mean, that's just preference.
That's his pool party too.
That's his pool party. I mean, it's not public.
But wait, how did he get those assault charges dropped?
I don't even know.
Like last week, he hit a bouncer with a hookah base.
Yeah.
Left him with staples.
Let's see.
But I did talk to someone. They said he knows people in.
I don't
bond them out.
Okay, here we go. This was last week. Now our internet's going to be a little bit slow, right? Don't you just love technology? Here's some things while we wait on that. The humidity is nightclub security guard. See, he's facing aggravated assault with a deadly weapon charge for all that on March 25th. According to the documents, the situation occurred when a woman asked to use the restroom. Records said the guard denied her because the club located on Main Street was closing for the evening, leading her to be allegedly to get upset and hit the guard before dropping her belongings on the floor. So it was his party, like, you know, who was with him. That's why he's
that
getting the
makes more
charge.
sense.
So it said the guard been down to pick up the items before being allegedly hit. Oh, he did. Before allegedly being hit by the rapper and saw him holding the hookah bottle. Records say officials say the guard was taken to the hospital and had to get 8 staples in the head. After court, the rapper posted to his social media that the ordeal was a money grab. He was released on an $85,000 bond.
Wow.
So that's still up for, you know, that just means he's got a court date soon. So don't sell your tickets just yet to the saloon.
Can you finance a bond or do you have to pay it all in full?
Oh, no, I'm not sure exactly how it works because
Okay.
luckily the sheriffs can't catch me. So, you know, but, you know, anyway, knock on wood. But as far as I know, in my experience of other people needing bonded, whatever the bond, so let's say $85,000, you got to have 10% down.
Okay.
So that's $8,500 they have to pay. But whoever bonds you out, they're liable for that. That's why they have bounty hunters.
Okay.
Because if they skip court date, if they don't get you to court, they have to pay that other amount all the way up to the $85,000. So they'll post, which he's got the money for $85,000 bond, or, you know, $8,500. He's got the money for that. But, you know, just say me or you, if our bond was, you know, $20,000, we'd need $2,000.
Okay.
And whoever bonds us out, which would be perfect for somebody, you know, who worked as bail bondsman and stuff, this would be the perfect time for them to come on and let us know all that. But as far as I know, we put down $2,000 of our money. They bond us out. If we don't show up to court, because they'll give us a court date.
Yeah.
And if we don't show up, then they're liable for the other $18,000.
Okay.
If I go to court, they're not. So that's why they come out with they have Dog the Bounty Hunter and stuff. That's basically all that is he didn't show up to court. We're not paying that money. Go get him. So that's how that works. If you have a first person knowledge of how the court system and bail bonds and all that stuff works, call and let us know. 286-6642. We got your number 9 song by Blake Shelton, Nobody But Me, a confident love song where Shelton promises to be the one who loves and protects his special someone, a traditional country sound that helped build his early career.
I think you skipped number 8.
We're on number 9. Should be, yeah. Number 9, Blake Shelton, Nobody But Me. Number 8's good too, though. We got some bangers coming up. Get your request in 286-6642. Here's Blake Shelton. Jesus, take the wheel. Connor said, Jackson, did you get my gift on Friday?
Yes, sir, Ski. What is your live about?
About living.
Living on love.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I think he's just trying to stay relevant. RKW said, "Yup, that's his preference."
What's up, Debbie?
Khadijah choosing violence again. She said Oran Jackson would not make it in Boosie's pool party.
Nah, I wouldn't want to be there. I can just imagine the smell of Boosie's party in a pool.
Morning, Debbie. We did have a great weekend. How was yours?
Shout out to Paul. Cameron, what's up, bro?
Skip all Rodney this week. Rodney who?
Rodney Atkins.
Oh.
No
RKW,
Rodney this
good
week.
Morning.
Cassie said, I used to make payments to my bail bondsman and call weekly to check in.
Okay.
For who?
Money is how he got those charges. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Is like you got to check in. So you're on. I guess that's another thing is if they pay the money, you got to call or come in to make sure you're not skipping.
This is Cabe.
What's up, Paul Preston? United Kingdom in the house. What's up, Cameron? You can barely hear us. My bad. What'd they say?
I don't even know what that was.
Everyone's selling their Boosie tickets because of what happened in Houston. Yup. Nobody But Me, your number 9 song by Blake Shelton. And we got number 8. We got to come and go along with this. Dierks Bentley, Every Mile a Memory. I remember this song and it's still a banger. I chose 2006 because this is Oran Jackson's first summer.
I appreciate that.
In this world, man. I was like, you know what? Let's see what was.
I remember
what
these
was
songs
happening.
too.
Do you?
No.
So number 8, we got Dierks Bentley, a touching ballad, Every Mile a Memory, about missing someone after a breakup. Every road, every town, and memory reminds him of the person he lost. Here's your number 8 song on this day, June 8, 2006.
Oh, yeah,
So they're trolling.
This is KBEL.
Debbie, can you hear?
Hello? Can you hear me?
You know you were talking about bondsman.
Hello?
Can you play a song for me called Leaving Louisiana in Broad Daylight? Emmylou Harris.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Dude, why can't I hear her? Hello? Can you hear me?
How cool is that name, though? Emmylou Harris. Paul, they know what a bondsman is. His mom is a lawyer. See, they're trolling. Mike said, I done sold me and Oran both. Yeah, I got you, Big Country. Thought it was my phone went in and out. Good grief, that was 20 years ago. I remember these songs like it was yesterday. Yep, RKW. Same. Gina says I can barely hear y'all. Connor says I can hear y'all fine.
You gotta turn your phone all the way up.
So I don't know what to tell y'all. Only lips moving. How about now? Matt V said your mics are good on this, and bro, my phone is all the way up. I'm having to hold it to my ear.
Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Sounds good to me. You know what you're talking about, Bonds? How does the bounty hunter work?
I'm not sure. I had a buddy, a high school buddy, that probably could tell you all about it because he was. I don't know if he still is, but he was a bondsman or a bounty hunter for like 10 years.
Sheesh.
And yeah, like they would post when they he was up in Tulsa, so you know he was busy too. He was in Tulsa, so
Bro, he never got a day off.
never had a day off. Like, but they would
Pope, skinny thing for the follow.
they would post on their page like when they caught the people.
Oh yeah,
They've in trees, like they've it was like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Like
Yeah.
it was like their own little show.
I remember watching that show. I forgot who it was.
Every Mile of Memory. Your number 8 song, Dierks Bentley. Get your request in 286-6642. We got your national days, notable birthdays, and memorable events coming up at about 8:20. You got 20 minutes till the top of the hour. Hope you're getting to work on time, getting the kids to their workouts and all that stuff. Just having a great Monday morning. Oran Jackson, what do they got to look forward to today and tomorrow?
So weather-wise, it's going to be gradually mostly sunny skies today with a high near 90 degrees. Heat index values as high as 102 today with wind could gust as high as 20 miles per hour. And tonight, mostly clear skies with a low around 75. And tomorrow, it's going to be sunny skies.
Nice. Always make sure now it's summertime, drinking some water. Speaking of summer, everybody's looking for that summer side hustle.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's people cutting grass and stuff, but I mean, that's over. That's been overdone. There's so many. Now you're competing with not only, people doing it professionally, but now the kids are starting to come out and earn, $20 or however much. I mean, to me, it's at least 20. Like, and if you got a big yard, go up from there, bro. Like, don't the $5 ain't cutting it no more, But here's some things that you can think about if you're, maybe school clothes, money for the upcoming school year, sports equipment, just many things, that if you're just needing extra money, but you don't want to go through the process of answering dumb questions about, what can you tell us about our history of this company? I don't know. Bro, you was hiring. Like, are you hiring or not? Don't you just hate that? Like, what? So tell me, why do you want to work at McDonald's? I have a passion for deep frying things and putting frozen, I don't know if it's beef or not, but patties on the grill. Like, you got me. Like, no, bro, you said you were hiring. You said there was a cashier spot available. Are you still hiring? But anyway, we talked about the lawn care and landscaping, and by all means, you can venture out to do that, but you'll probably soon find that it's slim pickings out there. But the craziest thing is, and this goes with a lot of blue collar jobs, from the number one electrician company around that I spoke with, he pitches work to other people, and even a bunch of the lawn care and stuff in Broken Bow, I know they pitch people work because their number one deal is like, we can't get everybody. We can't get every yard. So, hey, maybe hit up someone's, some of if you're doing lawn care, hit some of those guys up and say, hey, if y'all can't get some of these yards, can y'all pitch them to me and stuff? And there you go. You got somebody that, oh man, I know a guy, we can't get to it. We're about 2 weeks backed out or, backed up. But I can call somebody, I'll give you this guy's number. And you got pool cleaning and maintenance. If you know your stuff about pool cleaning and maintenance, Nobody wants to deal with that. I don't want to deal with it. I deal with it for a summer, and I was like, no, never again. Never again. It just, or 2 summers, I believe. First summer, I said never again. Second summer, I meant it because it was just, it's BS. Like, why is my pool green? Going to work. Car washing and detailing, and I don't think you really want to. If it's a side hustle, if it's not a passion of yours, if you don't know what you're doing, I would venture to say I would not mess with anybody's property, like a vehicle, because that's one thing. You'd probably need insurance for that.
Shout out to my boy Aiden Zamudio. He does car detailing.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We may be calling Zamudio. Come up here and let us know what he does, how he does it, and what is that scent that he puts in the vehicles. Summer camp assistant, there's always those, but that's usually for like I don't think we have any around here. We might. Economy flexible work, delivery driver, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart, all that stuff. They got so many of those now. I know there's people that go shop at Walmart for people, and I can't remember what that's called. If you're one of those, call in, let us know. Ride share drivers, freelancing, writing, graphic design, web development, sites like that, Upwork or Fiverr, task-based apps, TaskRabbit, Handy, and local Facebook marketplace gigs, moving, assembling, cleaning, stuff like that. Skill-based, you got tutoring, photography, crafts, and social media management. Outdoor event and festivals, there's always looking for like extra security or extra whatever. Tour guides, sightseeing, food trucks, pop-up stands, all that. You name it, you got it. Go out there and make you an extra couple more bucks. 7:45, and for Micah's Monday morning pick-me-up, we've been talking about it. Just get out there, get outdoors, folks. It's summertime. Smell that summer air. It's going to be gone before you know it. Get out there, get your morning coffee, say hello to somebody, make somebody feel good today, and just don't regret today. That's the number one thing. Don't regret today. That's been your Monday morning pick-me-up. We got to get back to the playlist. Number 7 on this list. A banger. Jesus, Take the Wheel. Carrie Underwood. Still can't believe those guys let her get out of Chakotah. What's wrong with the nerve of those guys? This song has launched Underwood into a country stardom. It tells a story of a woman who turns her life over to faith during moments of crisis.
Banger.
Took Cade to VBS
Hello, can you hear me?
last night at First Baptist Church.
No,
it was
couldn't
so
hear you.
fun. We were going back to tonight. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Be safe. All right, Cassie, you have a great day. Good morning. Zon Juan. I don't even know what that is. Audio problem? See, I don't know.
Red Savant.
Womber if Dennis does Uber. What number
Red
is my
Savant,
song?
Teddy Bear, I got you.
Let's see where we're at.
Bye.
Number 7.
We got one song request. Red Savine, Teddy Bear.
And this guy wants Leaving Louisiana in Broad Daylight by Emmylou Harris.
Jackson, name a price.
The pool company behind Mountain Man Meat Market is the busiest one there is. Yeah, if you can figure out all that stuff, you'd make some money because nobody wants to deal with that. It's like people, they could cut their yard, but they got enough stuff to do. They would rather throw money at the yard and just be like, hey, I pay this guy so much to cut my grass. Instead of me wasting my Saturday, I can go have fun, or I can have the barbecue ready because they done cut my grass this week. hiring or not? Yeah, bro, are you hiring? You said y'all were hiring, So why do you want to work for us? Because you're hiring. Boy, I had a lawn care business at 15. For real? Elsa MRT, it's raining here in Japan. Really? The heat is on. It is the shame that Beth Chapman passed away. I'm not sure who that is, but rest in peace to her. Hey, boys, happy Monday. Morgan Hawkins, what's going on? Happy Monday. Your mic check is normal because you're close to it. But again, all volumes are up and you're 2 out of 10. I don't know what to tell you, man. Paul said loves the Bounty Hunter series. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Afternoon from England to you both. Cheerio, chap. So glad you could be of us. You could be in our presence, chat. Oh, chap. Cheerio. I hope you like what we do. I don't want to be a bother. These audio questions about to piss me off. Good morning, gents. Happy Monday. Josh Lake. We got a guy from England in the chat.
In the chat, ski, what's up? Good morning, Peter Woodward.
Do you fancy a fag? That was Jesus Take the Wheel, the number 7 song on the countdown. And we got a guy, he wants to hear Leaving Louisiana in Broad Daylight by Emmylou Harris. They better be a banger. Big Country.
By who?
By Emmylou Harris. 10 minutes till the top of the hour. Don't forget, we got trading lines coming up at 8:30. Let us know what you want to hear. 286-6642. Here is Leaving Louisiana in Broad Daylight, Emmylou Harris. Left AirPod only for me. I don't know what to tell y'all about the whole audio thing. Jackson loves his coffee. I've worked for myself more than I've worked for other people. Nice. It's the way to do it, man.
Let's get this guy a cookie.
Pete Woodward says, good afternoon, mate. Oh, that's more of a Australian accent.
Oh, it's these guys again.
Morning, Harry Grillo. Let's make it a great day today. Yes, sir.
What's up, Harry?
What time? What's the time over there where you at? Why, it's 7:51 a.m. here in Oklahoma.
Jackson should be the new bombshell for Love Island. That's funny.
Big Country says she is a good singer. Reaper says, it's these guys again.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, men's privilege. Good morning, 5:52. The earth and beyond. So you must be on the West Coast or somewhere along there.
I took Kate to VBS last night at First Baptist Church. It was so fun. We're going back tonight. I see y'all tomorrow. Be safe. See you, Cassie.
13:52 there in Australia. It's about time for a Foster, ain't it?
Police bust OnlyFans house where women were allegedly abused and forced to make adult content.
Well, that's not content anymore. That's straight up. What do you call that? Trafficking.
Yeah. Ban OnlyFans.
Pete Woodward. Yeah, it's time for a Foster's, ain't it? Good morning, Teo. I just realized Idabelle is right in the corner of us.
Of who?
Ashman Remodeling says. So you're from Oklahoma? Time for a Foster's. Make it two, mate. Still Canada. I wish I was in Australia. Ashman Remodeling. Yeah, OKC. That was Emmylou Harris, leaving Louisiana in broad daylight. That was all right. It was pretty good. What have we got in the news today?
Yo, so this woman, 21 years old, accused of drinking and driving, and she filmed herself before the crash. Yo, check this out. So in Carter County, Oklahoma, an Oklahoma woman allegedly crashed her car while driving drunk because she was trying to film a video while behind the wheel. According to court records, Tinley Sands, she's 21 years old, is charged with aggravated driving while impaired, inattentive driving, and unsafe lane use. The charges stem from an early morning crash on Interstate 35 in Carter County. According to court records, a trooper said Sands admitted she was filming a video of her passenger when she lost control of her car, ran off the road, and hit a cable barrier. Both Sands and her passenger were injured. Trooper stated Sands' blood alcohol content was 0.11. Her bond was set at $250,000.
Jeez. That's what's crazy is like people just film their stuff doing everything, catching cases. Oh, I seen that. He's a Marine or ex. Watch this. That's crazy.
That's why.
In a situation like that, as somebody who, and I'm pretty sure police officers and stuff would tell you, I knew a buddy who went through like cleat and all that stuff for I guess a, what do you call it, law enforcement position before, and he said what they teach you in situations like that is, everybody's got questions. Well, what do you do if, and they try to make it as difficult as possible. And basically the answer is, if it's that serious, if it's that kind of deal, if you're going to try to do that, if you're going to try to take the gun away from, if you're fighting for your life, don't go half speed. Like you go 100% until the threat is neutralized. So, so speaking of that, the crash that, we're at mom's having dinner, and I cooked burgers yesterday for my wife's birthday and stuff. Her
Nice.
favorite food, cheeseburgers. So Easy, very easy. So cooked burgers and stuff yesterday. We're sitting there. They're watching this deal on Netflix called The Crash, and it's about the Mackenzie Sharilla is serving 2 concurrent sentences of 15 years to life at an Ohio reformatory for women in Marysville, Ohio. She is eligible for parole in October of 2037 because on July 31st, 2022, when she was 17, drove her Toyota Camry into a brick building in Strongsville, Ohio at nearly 100 miles per hour. The crash had killed passengers 20-year-old Dominic Russo and 19-year-old Davian Flanagan. I'm guessing that's what they would be, or I don't know. Because I remember it was saying like one of them was 18, the other one was like 16, I think. But from the verdict, the data from the car's event data recorder shows her foot was fully pressed to the accelerator and the brakes were never applied. Following a 2023 bench trial, a judge convicted her of multiple charges, including murder and aggravated vehicular homicide, determining the crash was a methodical and intentional act. And that brings up my point about the whole time, the football player who killed that girl when he was drunk and he was going 120 miles an hour. You don't go 100 miles an hour by accident. Yeah. There's no possible way, unless you have a heart attack or something and you can't control your body. Your vehicle is not going 100 miles an hour. So you can vouch for the player that he was a good kid and, everybody makes mistakes. That is not a mistake. Mm-hmm. If we were going the speed limit and you happen to crash, okay, you could, that's okay, you can buy it. Yeah, it was a mistake. You're going 120 miles an hour, bro. What did you were drunk. You intentionally got drunk. You had too much to drink. You got in a vehicle. There's no, he just made a mistake. No, you were going 120 miles an hour. Nobody does that. So it wasn't even like a straight flush. It ran into the wall. It ran into the wall on their side of the vehicle.
She didn't even have a scratch on her.
No scratch, nothing. So in the fact that, it said that the accelerator was down all full-fledged and that she was not pressing on the brake once. I mean, it just, you can say what you want and mom and dad can, and of course they're going to love their child. They're going to try to come up with some way of, this is not what my baby, that's not who that is. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm sorry. She made a poor choice and now she's got to deal with the consequences. We got to get back to this country music though. We got another request by,
this is Teddy Bear by Red Savine.
There we go.
Let me find it. Here it is. Yeah, bro, she should be in jail for life.
For real. Birdie User, what's up?
Birdie. Definitely not a mistake, yeah. Thank you for the donut, bro.
I want to do OF on a glacier in the North Pole. Hey, man, nobody's stopping you. I mean, as far as I know, there's not a big police force out in the North Pole. So, I mean, it's doable.
Yeah, I don't know how she survived that crash.
Our silly is that filming yourself. Yeah. I was in seminar today, closer to you guys. Yeah. Mike here on live seems blocked or something. I don't know what it is, man. It works when it wants and doesn't when it doesn't, I guess. What's up, Mikey? Definitely not a mistake. Definitely life in prison. Yeah, like it's.
Someone wants "Carry Me Back" by the Staller Brothers.
We done with requests. We got to get.
Bet. What are we on, number 6?
Yep.
This sounds like
The what's his name?
Outlaw Prayer.
Yeah.
Johnny Paycheck.
Yeah.
This is 5 minutes long, bro. Heck, nah. We cutting this off short.
Like, why are they always dragging these whack songs on? Like,
He's just talking with
like,
a
bro,
music
you're just
bed.
talking. This ain't no audio book. What's up, Watts? My uncle used to call me Watts back in the day, and I never got to ask him why.
Dang, for real.
Yeah, it was just a nickname. They say me like Watts. The only thing I can think of is there is a famous DJ, and he kind of like rapped. He kind of rap, or he liked rap. He liked all kind of, he was kind of one of those cool uncles that's kind of down with the, kind of like me, down with everything going on these days. And there was a DJ called, his name was DJ Michael Watts. So that, my name's Micah. So I think maybe that's the only connection that I can think of. Cause like he made a lot of songs with big artists, and it would say like DJ Michael Watts. So that's the only thing I can think of is like, that's why he called me Watts. It's because my name is Micah. I'm curious too. Oh, I got you. What's your favorite movie of the year? Scary Movie now. Scary Movie 6. Oh. Screw it. We're going to skip 6. Let's go straight to.
I bet.
Let's go to 5. That was Teddy Bear by Red Savine. And what was that? The news thing on your screen. Let's talk about that.
Gen Zs.
Yeah.
All right. So young people are intentionally dating people they find unattractive to improve their romantic skills, treating dates like emotional cardio.
I mean, at some point, bro, you're no longer dating people that you don't think is attractive. You're dating in your league.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like they only took the date because you're in their league, bro. Like, look in the mirror, bro.
They're intentionally dating people they find unattractive. I don't believe that. You're just
at some point, like
a Gen Z wrote this study.
Yeah, like at some point, bro, that's your league.
Yeah.
Like you got to start somewhere, and growing up in the 90s, 2000s, that's what it was like. You just got to start somewhere. Your first girlfriend may not have been, that attractive and stuff in middle school and stuff, but it was like you got to get the first one. You got to whatever, and if you were lucky. If you had the charm and all that stuff, you got the prettiest girl in class and stuff. But for most of us, it was just like, bro, you just got to get that first one and build the confidence
and hope you upgrade.
Hope you upgrade, but don't stay down here, bro. Come on, like, but see, that's what I think that's what a lot of the social anxiety and stuff of Gen Z is. Back in the day, we used to have dances. Like even around here, like school dances, the Boys and Girls Club used to have a Valentine's Day dance and a winter dance and stuff like that. And that's where we learned how to approach and ask for a dance. And then you had to don't be sweaty and don't be, don't trip, don't step on her toes. Don't. And, and it's just us like standing around, just doing this, hands on our hips, hers on my shoulders. And learning to carry on a conversation while for this 3.5 minutes we're just going in circles.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I don't know, Gen X dropped the ball because they're the parents of, they were the grown-ups
Mm-hmm.
within the last 10, 15 years. Now it's the millennials' turn. So, we're the ones with the high school kids and all this stuff, or, kids are out of school. Maybe it's time, let's shake things up. Let's get these kids off their phones and out on the dance floor. And you remember how, if you were there, you remember how awkward it was, but that's where you get your awkwardness out. Now you got people going on fake play dates to get the confidence up for dating.
Yeah, that's super
bro,
weird.
you're dating. Like,
big tip, big advice for all these Gen Zers looking to find the love of your life. Just be confident. If you see a pretty girl down the street, go up to her and talk to her.
Be yourself.
Be yourself 100%. And it's pretty much that simple. It's easy nowadays to stick out as a guy.
Just be confidence is everything.
All it is.
It doesn't matter if you're fat, tall, skinny, anything like that. None of that matters. Confidence in yourself will take you a long way. And if you can make her laugh half the time, her eyes are closed because she's laughing so much. So she don't even have to look at you half the time. But the confidence is everything. Like, don't go on play dates and stuff because I mean that's just, to me, that's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you want the whatever you're going for. If you want the beautiful lady, go up to them.
No, if one of my boys told me he is intentionally dating someone unattractive to improve the romantic skills, I'm like, bro,
like, what are you doing? What do you mean? No ugly chicks, bro. No.
Don't be bringing no ugly chicks to our apartment.
Yeah. In the 90s and 80s and stuff, they used to have pig parties where, and it's usually like in college, but like for frat houses and stuff, they had to intentionally go find like the ugliest girl they could find and bring them to the party. And then the ugliest girl would win the pig party, or she'd be like the ugliest girl of the ugly girl contest.
That's messed up.
That's so crazy.
That's messed up.
I'm telling you, it was ruthless back in the day.
I wouldn't slide nowadays.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. Like, but we got to get back to our countdown so we can start trading lines within reason. We got your number 5 song, Gary Allan, Life Ain't Always Beautiful, a realistic a look at life struggle and joys, reminding listeners that even difficult times can lead to something meaningful. And we'll play this one and a couple more. Hi, what time of the week can I tune in to see this live? Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Is it Central Time?
Yeah, Central Time.
Mic check.
What's up, Jose B. Martinez?
We good, bro.
We dance on TikTok. That's the problem. You're dancing alone, bro. You got to go talk to chicks, bro. Khadijah said audio is superb. That's the problem, bro. Like, you got to get out in life. You can't be on TikTok your whole life.
Facts, bro.
TikTok going to make kids for you?
Go outside and talk to every girl you see, bro. Just start a conversation. Don't fear rejection. Don't let fear dictate your life.
Preston said, I went to see Obsession last night. How was that? That looked interesting.
Obsession.
Like, you got to go out. You got to get off the TikTok, man.
You have to, bro. Backrooms? Yeah, bro. I've been wanting to watch Backrooms. That looks pretty interesting.
I might go watch that this week sometime.
These khakis are super comfortable. Comfortable. Did anyone get the Scary Movie popcorn bucket? Nah.
I didn't see that they had it. I was kind of hoping they did.
Maybe if I turn my silent off. Maybe the. I'm gonna see. Mic check, mic check. Those khaki pants are appropriate for on-camera use. At least you are not Nate. Yeah, bro.
Oh, that's the old.
Why would I be
name.
naked, bro?
Read his name. Good morning, Mark Edward.
That's Life Ain't Always Beautiful by Gary Allen, but I would disagree. I think life is always beautiful.
Always beautiful.
It is what you make it, right?
Yes, sir. So we're gonna skip some of the songs. We'll talk about them. We'll read out, but just for time's sake. But we got to talk about Morgan Wallen addressing the nonsense backlash after Pittsburgh show cancellation. Wanted to clear the air. Wallen says after talking with local officials and his team, there is no choice but to cancel tonight's show due to severe weather conditions expected throughout the rest of the day and night. Wallen wrote on Instagram, "Safety for my fans and crew is the highest priority." So, I mean, bro says, "Are you really a Trump fan?" What, bro? What does it matter? Get out of politics. Go out and live, bro. If you waste your life on politics, you're not really living, bro. Get out of the rat race. It really don't matter, bro. Politics is politics. And I think that's fair. Safety for his fans. I mean, a lot of things you want your favorite artist to care about his fans.
Yeah.
Because it sucks seeing people who are famous and that people look up to, and you find out they're not such a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't care about their fans. They're only there for the money and the fame and all that stuff like that. When in reality, the only reason they have that is because of the fans. So it's good. I mean, it does. Trust me, one of my favorite bands had to cancel, or they rescheduled the show. And it was like, I bought the ticket a month ahead to watch them, and then they ended up rescheduling it like 5 months later. So I had to wait another 5 months. Did it suck? Yes, it did. But it is what it is. You know, things happen. But I mean, things could be worse than a canceled show. And, you know, he's probably going to make it up sooner or later. But I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, there's plenty of videos online that with weather conditions where the stages collapse. Like they're not meant for, you know, that type of weather and the outdoors and stuff, the high winds and stuff. They're not prorated for all that stuff. So what are you going to do? Don't be mad at Morgan Wallen. He's just doing his job. We got your national days, notable birthdays, and memorable events coming up in just a few minutes. But we're going to go ahead and continue. We got to play number 4.
And number 2.
So, we'll skip number 4. We'll play number 3 and number 2. Number 4 is "Would You Go With Me" by Josh Turner, a romantic invitation wrapped in Turner's baritone voice. But we got to play Brad Paisley's "The World," your number 3 song on this day in 2006. 20 years ago, Paisley reminds us that while we may seem ordinary to most people, we can mean everything to someone we love. I think we'll start doing that when we start getting that. We'll just read off the
Bet.
what song, number 4 song, whatever, and maybe we might just start doing that. That way we can take more requests and just say we're going to skip number 6, but the number 6 song on this day was whatever. But this,
what if we just did top 5?
might be able to do that. That way we can take requests.
Maybe the top 5 songs.
We can read off the top 10 and then just be like, top 5, or maybe play like every other second song, like do, what is it, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1.
Some tie-dye clothes. Are those skinny jeans? Yeah, they're.
I'm a new country artist, John Wampler, good old country boy, is the song. Nice. Send it to our email.
Can we send you gifts, or do they go to someone else? They go to the station. I want to gift him a lion, but I want to make sure he gets the earnings. Bo, just Venmo me.
Yeah, just Venmo him, bro.
Venmo me a lion. I gotta go take a leak though.
Khadijah said, well, worry about your own country's politics. Exactly. Like, what's up, Shannon?
That's my Venmo right there, Oran Lindley. Yeah, this is the banger.
But to me, baby, you are the world.
Oh yeah.
Almost time for Dennis and the Mazda. Okay, we got to talk about something. Somebody's talking about state troopers, I believe,
Uh-oh.
here in McCurtain County. That was To the World, or The World by Brad Paisley, your number 3 song. Let's talk about, so this person is local, and he says he got pulled over by a trooper. And, this is just for context. He got pulled over. He was issued a seatbelt citation coming around the bypass in Idabel right here. Less than a mile down the road, his buddy was waiting to get him again, less than a mile down the road. Pulled me over. I show him my last citation from 5 minutes ago for no seatbelt, explaining my seatbelt is broken. Within the first 30 seconds of the stop, of course, he asked for my ID. I'm complying. He says if it takes more than 5 seconds, I'm going to rip you out the truck. Now, this is all their words. I'm just reading. This is a, local matter. This is all alleged, by the way. Not only did He gave me a second seatbelt citation. He issued me a failure to provide insurance. Phone was dead. Couldn't pull it up. Both he and the first one clearly know I had insurance. Totally uncalled for and unprofessional. Threat of force and unnecessarily. I will be requesting body footage and all. And never mind all that. The thing about it is, it sounds like a younger guy. The thing about it is, your seatbelt being broken, that doesn't clear you, bro. Like you are, whenever you get in your vehicle, you are responsible for everything in that vehicle.
What if it just broke though? You got to get to work, pay the bills to fix that.
Think about how many times they've heard that.
True.
Like yeah. Trust me, I've tried different things. I was one of those guys where I could try to get away with it.
But it's a seatbelt. Like,
what?
That's his car.
It's the law. It's just, basically, whenever you get your driver's license and you get your insurance and you pay your tag, you're basically saying, I will abide by the state's rules and local county official rules and stuff. So that's neither here nor there. You're not going to win that part. Also, with the phone and your phone being dead and you couldn't pull up your insurance. Now, mind you, I do believe they can figure out if you have insurance. Now that tells you if you have insurance or not. But just because you couldn't pull it up on your phone, that's not a good enough reason either. Like, it's, you gotta have your physical proof of insurance. That is what that is for. So if your phone's going to be dead at any point, even I've had trouble with the app, and they was like, well, next time just take you a screenshot. That way you don't have to wait. If the internet's messing up or anything on your phone, you can just go to your pictures and show the internet. So as a once young buck, as this guy sounds, let me see who this is. I'm not gonna say names or nothing, but I can tell whether he's it looks like a younger guy, 20s, somewhere around there. And it's just, hey, bro, like, you're not gonna get away with any of that. Like, it's the seatbelt thing being broken. I get, he pulled you over, 5 minutes after, but that's the thing is, you got cited then. They can pretty much keep getting you if they wanted to.
Someone says there's an EMU running down Southeast Avenue, J, and 259 police chasing it.
An emu? Really?
What is that?
That's what we need. Like a big bird, like the it's like an ostrich. I want to say like something like that, where it's a tall, big bird. An emu? That's crazy. That's what we need. We need traffic. We need a helicopter out here just giving us the traffic stuff. Like,
that reminds me, Friday or Saturday, was it? Watched a pursuit in California.
Really?
One of the most boring pursuit police chases I've ever watched. The guy was going 20 miles per hour. I know someone listening watched this too. Guy was going 20 miles per hour, 10 police cars behind him chasing him for an hour and a half.
All right. We got your number 2 song. Well, let's go ahead and do the National Days, Notable Birthdays, and Memorable Events. We got your National Best Friends Day. Yeah. Find your best friend and go out to lunch today. Go buy them a coffee. Do whatever. You got your national. Oh, go ahead. Khadijah says the bird in the Liberty commercials. Nemu. Oh, these things must be a takeover. We had one of those loose on the highway. You can take the bus. Exactly. Like, it's. No, it's probably Deputy Hess stopping anybody for nonsense. What's up, Hayden? That's right. National Best Friends Day. Go out there, buy them a coffee, share a pizza, go out to lunch today. It's National Oopsie Daisy Day, and it's spelled, for those, if you were wondering, it's spelled UPSI. I always thought it was OOPSI. Oopsie Daisy Day. This day is all about facing little stumbles with positive attitudes. If you dropped your coffee or got stuck in traffic this morning, just say, oopsie daisy. It's National Name Your Poison Day. Don't worry, it's not as dangerous as it sounds. This is just a classic old school expression for making a definite choice, most commonly used when ordering a drink at the bar. Whether your poison tonight is craft beer or sparkling water or a double down shot of espresso, pour it proudly. Your notable birthdays for June 8th. Robert Morris, 1823, considered to be the first successful black lawyer in the U.S. Yeah. Thomas J. Higgins, 1831, Union Army recipient of the Medal of Honor for his valor during the Civil War. Yeah. Ida McKinley, 1847, the first lady of the U.S. Oh, come on now. Come on, Ida. Do something great with your life. Don't just marry somebody who got to be president. Frank Wright, 1867, architect considered the greatest architect of all time, who designed the Price Tower and Falling Water designs. The nerve of that guy letting water out like that. Recycling water and all these buildings. Robert Robinson Taylor, 1868, the first black student to enroll at the Massachusetts Institution of Technology, aka MIT. Yeah. Gordon McClendon, 1921, radio broadcaster nicknamed the Maverick of Radio for perfecting the top 40 radio format on air in the 1950s and 1960s. We salute you, sir. Barbara Bush, I'm not even, you know who she is, and nobody cares that she was married to the 41st president. Jerry Stiller, 1927, comedian who played Frank Costanza on Seinfeld and also the father of actor Ben Stiller, one of my favorite actors. Funny guy on King of Queens. That's when I first seen him. Funny guy. Joan Rivers, 1933, comedian and television host. Nancy Sinatra, 1940, singer of These Boots Are Made for Walking. And that's just what they'll do. And last but not least, Scott Adams, 1957, illustrator who created the Dilbert comic strip.
They not put Kanye West on there?
No Kanye West.
He turns 49 today.
That had a 50-50 chance.
It was clean. It was clean.
Yeah. That had if you know, that had a 50-50 chance of being clean. And luckily it worked out for us today. Not so much on that one album I played that one day. Your memorable events for June 8th, 1789, James Madison introduces 12 proposed amendments to the Constitution. The name of this guy. We got to work now because this guy come up with 12 things he wants to change. 18, like get a life, James Madison. We're out here living free, bro. No taxes and stuff. And here you are just making up stuff that you want to change. Like we just got through fighting a war. Like, let us rest. 1861, the U.S. Sanitary Commission is given executive approval to form. Thank goodness. 1906, President Roosevelt signed the Antiquities Act, authorizing the President of the U.S. to restrict the use of certain parcels of public land with historical or conservation value. So that's where, historical landmarks and stuff, they can't do anything about, they can't demolish this, because it's a historical and all that stuff. 1948, John Rudder becomes the first black commissioned officer in the Marines. You go, John Rudder. See Nancy, what was her name? Nancy or Ida McKinley. Nobody cares. You just married a president. There's people out here doing things.
Yeah, but someone on the chat said there's nothing wrong with marrying well.
She had no choice in that. And she had no idea he was going to be president. She just married some guy and he happened to be president. There's nothing wrong with that, but it ain't great either. We're talking about people who did things. John Rudder becomes the first black commissioned officer in the Marines. You want to say that's just as good as marrying a would-be president? I don't think so. And if you are, shame on you, because that's like a slap in the face to John Rudder. 1963, the American Heart Association becomes the first agency to campaign against smoking. The noise with these guys. Me and my family can't smoke. I had my first smoke at age 10. Nothing wrong with having a family smoke. 1965, last but not least, U.S. troops are ordered to fight offensively in Vietnam. That has been your national days, notable birthdays, and memorable events. Stay tuned for trading lines. Your number 2 song for this is If You're Going Through Hell by Rodney Atkins. An upbeat motivational anthem encouraging people to keep moving forward when life gets tough on the feel-good country, one of the feel-good country hits.
Shout out Khadijah. Khadijah says, I'll marry rich. You better. This is for Khadijah.
Mike issues again.
They're lying.
Poor Joan, they wronged her. Oh, you know they did, man. She was speaking out too much.
Oh, shoot.
Listening this morning, cleaning house. I appreciate you, Harry Grillo. Name my poison, construction workers.
If you're going through hell, keep on moving up. No prenup, please.
I care. I like Barb.
What's up, Mikey? How are you doing, bro?
I'm saying there's nothing wrong with marrying well. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm not going to toot your horn for marrying somebody. I mean, you just married somebody. There are so many couples that's married. There's people that actually did things that we're recognizing them for. You know, if we were talking about her husband, yeah, he did something great. He got to be president. She just said yes. It's dentist time, yo. What's up, Mikey? American Heart Association had a benefit years ago back, and Demi Lovato sang her song Heart Attack. That's hilarious. We're doing good, Mikey. How about you? Khadijah said no prenup, please. Oh, you got to do the prenup. You got to be there for love. Audio switched to room mic instead of the remote mics. Huh. What song are y'all playing right now? If You're Going Through Hell by Rodney Atkins. Who we got on YouTube? Love that song. Yes. But her son became president. She was a great mother with 100 maids and staff. So she wasn't that great. She had maids and staff. She was the first. I don't cook. I don't clean.
Oh, heck, nah.
And you don't, just because she was a president's wife and her son became president doesn't mean she was a great mother. Look at Eminem, greatest rapper, you know, one of the greatest rappers. Look at his mom, you know, and all that stuff. People usually do great things because they didn't have a great upbringing. That was If You're Going Through Hell, your number 2 song. And just to let you know, the number 1 song was Dierks Bentley, Settle for Slowdown, a beautifully written breakup song about watching a relationship fade, Bentley's emotional delivery helped make it a #1 country song in America during the week of June 8th, 2006. And now it's time for Trading Lines. Jackson, tell them what they've won.
Welcome to Trading Lines, everyone. Get your calls in 580-286-6642 if you have anything to buy, sell, or trade. And don't forget about those birthdays and anniversaries. If you know someone this week that has a birthday or anniversary, give us a call, 286-6642, and let us know. Good morning. You're live on Trading Lines. Hey, good morning, Dennis. I'm doing better than I deserve. How are you? Mazda. Yes, sir. That's 312-2880. We appreciate you calling, Dennis. Yes, sir. You as well. And just like that, get your calls in 286-6642. You'll be hanging out with Oran, Jackson, and Micah, Frazier.
Yes, sir. And everybody's just delighted when Dennis calls. They love Dennis, man. Get your calls in, get your birthdays and anniversaries in. You never know what you might win. $1 million, possibly. Probably not, but sounds good, doesn't it?
This person has a new washing machine. It works great. They're asking $200. This number is 312-2262. That's 312-2262. Good morning. You're live on Trading Lines. That's 306-7275. Have a great day. Thank you. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for tuning in on Idabel's first 96.7 KBEL.
45 apiece. Dennis is a KBEL delicacy.
Yo, thank you to everybody for tuning in. We appreciate y'all so much. All good. Thank you for the heart, me, bro. What's good, bro? I gotta go pee.
Good morning, Roderick. Can you put someone on Trading Lines for me? I don't want to call. Yeah. You can text the number if you want to do it that way. 286-6642. And if you ever think of something like that that you want to sell, you can always text that number, and whenever we check it, it'll be on there.
Cold pizza is the best for breakfast? Nah.
Maybe in the 90s. I remember like getting up Saturday morning. We had pizza Friday night. Just get up Saturday morning.
Yeah,
Get
Gina,
cold pizza.
text it to us. It's 580-286-6642.
Too much rush. Kadesh.
Get your calls in 286-6642. This person has a king-size bed frame for sale. They're asking $250 or best offer. You can make an offer at 728-8242. That's 728-8242. We also have a Frenchie. It's a 1-year-old male. It has the papers. And they also have 3 pocket bullies, also 1-year-old. Number to call is 236-4116. That's 236-4116. This person has a natural gas heater, $30, located in Hayworth, Oklahoma. And they also have some ducklings and chicklings for sale. That's 740-0917. Again, that number is 740-0917. If you're just now tuning in and you want to give us a call, that's 286-6642, 45 minutes after 8. Here's a look at your McCurtain County weather forecast. It's brought to you by Pine Cellular. When coverage matters most. Today, expect cloudy skies, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 90 degrees. Heat index values as high as 102 today. And winds could gust as high as 20 miles per hour. For your overnight hours, going to be mostly clear skies with a low around 75. And tomorrow, sunny skies, high near 81 with a low around 76. And Wednesday is going to be sunny with a high near 91 with a low around 78 degrees. And then starting Thursday through Sunday, it's going to be a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. High near 95 with lows in the mid 70s.
And let's think about all the families. I know there was a crash on US 70 yesterday where one of the local people ended up passing away. So, and apparently it was a drunk driver. Not sure, that's allegedly, it's just what I heard. I might even say that. But yeah, so somebody definitely did pass away from that wreck, though. Not the one that was inebriated. That's kind of how it always happens, though. It's like it's never the one that was drinking and driving. It's always the ones who wasn't that passes away. So a lot of stuff, folks. Don't be dumb. Don't be. And it's never a mistake, that you got to that point. That's why every commercial that you see, whether it's, whatever alcohol it is, that's why it says drink responsibly, because a lot of people don't.
This person has a set of 24-inch wheels and tires. They're 6 lug, asking $1,000 or best offer. You can make an offer at 364-6368. That's 364-6368. This person has show pig stuff, a lot of supplements for at least one season. They got 2 show boxes, $200 each, 3 fans, $25 each, 2 waters, $50, 3 feeds, $25 each, and 2 small feeders, 1 Rubbermaid trash can, 2 tin cans. They have so much more to give. Number to call is 212-0086. That's 212-0086. We got to take a quick break here. Thank you so much for tuning in on Audible's first 96.7 KBEL. We'll be right back.
Yeah, they won't listen, Khadijah.
Are you talking about the wreck in front of the Broken Casino?
No.
There was a motorcycle that pulled out in front of a truck yesterday.
I heard about somebody posting about a motorcycle earlier, but now this one, it said US 70, which is going to D Queen, going to Eagletown, and it said on Canoe Road.
Oh, I know that road.
Yeah, so around there. So my guess is somebody was on the river this morning or yesterday, sudsing it up, and then drove home or whatever. Which is crazy, bro. Get a ride. Tony Sky said, I hope you can play Mariah Carey songs. Well, I'm playing on Mariah Carey here. I don't know. We did it one time, I believe.
Mariah Carey.
We got to have a good reason
for Christmas.
To play it. Yeah, Christmas. I've probably played one of her. Maybe, possibly. Tony Sky said, oh, really? Then bye. Laugh out loud.
See ya, Tony Sky. Have you two ever been to Canada? I've never been to Canada. Yo, Robotic333, thank you for the follow, brother.
Remo Leondo, good day. This station from Canada. Nope. Oklahoma, United States.
Stay hydrated, guys. Yes, sir. About 9 minutes left of trading lines. Taking a few more calls left into our vinyl revival segment. You'll be hanging out with Oran, Jackson, and Micah Frazier. What's up, Micah?
Not much, man. We got this person has a Hinomoto diesel tractor, 14 horsepower, great condition, 2,500 cash, or we'll consider trades. 2 small skid steer, not even an hour on it yet, or small skid steer. Sorry, this is his second item. Small skid steer, not even an hour on it yet, $4,800 cash, or we'll consider trades. And his third item, a Komatsu D20A diesel dozer undercarriage, is like new. All cylinders, has new seals, new steering clutches and brakes, works and looks great. $23,500 cash, or we'll consider you're trading for a backhoe or a small road grader. You can call only. They won't text. So you call only 306-1949. That's 306-1949. Also, this person has a Polaris that said the Polaris four-wheeler has sold.
We didn't even get a chance to read it on trade lines. I saw that. Well, this person's still looking for a good livable camper so they can live in for them and their 6-year-old. They need it to be real affordable if possible. And you can reach them at 317-3133. That's 317-3133. And don't forget about those birthdays and anniversaries. If you know someone this week that has a birthday or anniversary, give us a call. Let us know who it is, and we'll put them on the list for the birthday and anniversary drawing that we do every Friday at 7:45. We also have a 2002 Chevy Trailblazer. It's a LTZ 4.2 engine. It has 178,000 miles. The AC and heater works. Good tires all around. It runs and drives great. They're asking $3,500 or best offer. You can make an offer at 212-5764. That's 212-5764. This person would like to buy a tiller that pulls behind a tractor. If you have one of those you would like to sell or give away, you can call or text 903-436-6296. That's 903-436-6296. We also have a 1996 Ford Mustang. It's a Cobra 5-speed manual transmission. For pictures or information, you can call 212-2111. That's 212-2111. This person's also looking for a working push mowers. They need them to be reasonably priced. If you have a working push mower that you would like to sell, you can call 236-3706. That's 236-3706. We also have a 12 gauge, single barrel 12 gauge and a 50 caliber muzzleloader, $175 for the pair. They also have several big cast iron skillets and Dutch ovens that need re-seasoned, $140 for all 7 of them. Number for these items are 870-279-4691. That's 870-279-4691. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll be right back. You have an unreasonably priced lawnmower? Must be awesome to live in RV. That's what I need, but you're too far. Man, just make a trip, bro. Make a quick trip, brother. Good morning. You're live on Trading Lines. Good morning, sir. That's right. What's up, Mario? Yo, Harry Grillo, thank you for the heart meet, bro. Big Daddy, thank you for the follow. Yes, ma'am. We appreciate you calling, Sarah. Have a great day. That's Sarah. Again, her number is 306-5405. It's going to be a great day today. It's going to be a great day to have a great day. It's going to be mostly sunny skies with a high near 90 degrees. Heat index values as high as 102 today. This person has a school bus for sell or trade, has a diesel engine, and they also have a 20-foot flatbed and a couple trailers. Number to call is 612-0543. That's 612-0543. We'll be right back with our vinyl revival segment. Stay tuned for that. We got Conway Twitty. Yo, thank you for the follow, user 64. Yeah, we got Conway coming up for our vinyl. Coney Twatty. Gotta head out. Have a great day, Ski. See you tomorrow. See you, Debski. Looking forward to talking to you tomorrow. We appreciate you, Debbie, for always tuning in. Yo, thank you for the like, Journey and Harry.
Fiber optics have replaced and are replacing the old broken cable lines in Idaho. This is bringing high-speed internet and satellite quality television to your home and business in Idaho. The internet is lightning fast, and the television reception is amazing. And it includes Oklahoma City television stations. Visit the Pine office in Idaho for more information on the fiber optic. To all Idaho businesses and residents. The Pine office is on Southeast Washington in Idaho, right next door to the new Milano's Pizza.
Want to be bug-free today? Call Mike at 580-612-0375. Mike from Fortress rids your home of ants, roaches, and spiders killed in the Call today for a free estimate. Fortress Pest Control also provides termite inspections free. No need to get all stressed out. Call Mike from Fortress Pest Control. He rids your home of all pests that walk, crawl, or fly. That's Fortress Pest Control at 580-612-0375. He kills what's bugging you.
And that's a wrap of Trading Lines today. Really want to thank everyone that called and everyone that stayed tuned in. We will do Trading Lines again tomorrow morning at 8:30. Trading Lines runs 8:30 to 9 Monday through Friday. And now it's time for what we call our Vinyl Revival. It's where we put an album on the turntable and we play this album side without any interruption. Today, our Vinyl Revival album is Conway Twitty with his record 20 number one hits. Thank you so much for tuning in on Idabel's first 96.7 KBEL. You've been hanging out with Oran, Jackson, and Micah. Frazier.
Yes, sir. See y'all tomorrow, 7 a.m.